Hello guys, welcome back. So, uh, styling the links is also one of the most important part while learning about these responsive web pages. Okay, so how to style the links and in which way we can style the links. We're going to learn now, but before learning about links, we need to know about pseudo classes. You know, pseudo means false classes, the classes which are actually not present in our HTML code can be styled in this CSS class. So pseudo classes is one of the interesting thing to do, and it also helps in a lot of situations. Okay, the classes will help us in many situations. So now I'll give an example on pseudo classes and how it is used. So we have a list here, unordered list. It's user friendly, so reasons to use Apple products. So what I'll do, so this is the unordered list. So here I'll add another ordered list. Okay, I'll make a paragraph and I'll uh, demerits. Okay, I'll just write it as demerits, and you know I'll just copy the same class to here. Okay, and now I'll write a ordered list, and inside which I'll write lists, and the first list would be more cost, you know and here I'll add another list, security, I'm sorry, I have opened settings. Okay, more cost, we can write less apps, non customizable. Okay, so don't consider the spellings. Okay, customizable. Another point, we can write screen to size ratio, suppose. Okay, let's save this. Let me reload this. Here you can see a bit less size. Okay, for UL I have given some other font, and for OL I have given some other font. Fine, no issues for that. Font size do not care much. So now what's okay? Let me remove this styling. Okay, for unordered list. So fine. So come back to here. Okay, save this and reload this. You can see both are somewhat similar now, not mostly, but somewhat. So what's next? So I want this line and this line to be bold. Okay, not like this, but to be bold. So what I'll do, I'll define a class and give the same class name for both of these. Okay, so I'll give a class equals first link, I mean list. You know, this is what the naming convention is. So basically, in order to give the class name and ID name, if we combine two words, we'll separate it with a dash. Okay, the minus symbol, the dash. You can also use underscore, but basically we'll use dash, okay, to style. So if you use underscore, uh, it's not a mistake, but better to use minus or dash whenever you use the styling, okay. So here also I'll give the same class name, and for this class first list, first I mean first list. So I need bold, okay. So how to give a bold? So that's something which is font weight, okay. So you have different options, okay. Font weight, as soon as you enter for font weight you will get different options, okay. So I'll use bold now, fine. So I'll save this, and if I reload this you can see both the first, both the first elements are in bold, fine. So this is not the only way to make the first lines bold, okay. There is some other way. Instead of defining the extra classes, without defining the classes we can make the first elements bold. So this is something called pseudo classes. So without defining the class we can change that. So how to change that? So remove this list class, and this class also. Go to style.css, get rid of this, save this, save this, and reload this. You can see it's again to its normal position. So how to do that? So for that you need to define list li, right? This li and this li should be bold, okay. So li, okay, fine. So which li? The first child in li should be bold. So li column first child, okay. So again now um, the weight, which weight? Font weight. Font weight should be bold, fine. Just save this, reload this page. You can see now again the first child is bold, okay. So not only for the first child, if you want for the last child, li last child, for the last child I want the color to be aqua. I love pretty much this aqua color, I don't know why. So I'll save this, I'll reload. You can see the last thing is getting changed to aqua, okay. So you can define the first child and last child like this through pseudo classes. Not only the first child and last child, if you want the third one, this third one and this third one to be, you know, changed to a different color, you can very well use that li. You know how to do that? You can give nth child, okay. So how to do that? Li nth child, you know, in between the braces you can give which child you want to change, okay. So if you want to change the third child you just specify number 3, okay. After specifying, open the braces and you can change the color, or background color to something, okay, let it be black. Save. So since uh, the color is black and the background is black, it's not basically visible, okay. If you select this it's visible, you know. You can change the color to white. Make sure you do the correct color combinations so that it's clear to see, so you can give the first child, the last child, the nth child, and so on, okay. So let me comment out these things. Sorry. Okay, so not only this thing, okay, let me save this and reload this so it's normal position. Not only this, you can give something different to even and odd childs. So how to give that? Li, now, you can give it to even and odd. Okay, so nth child in braces you can specify even, and you can give the color to be so orange red something. Yeah, orange red. Okay, so you can save this, you can reload this. You can see that the second and fourth here, the second and fourth are becoming the orange red color because we have specified the even 2 4 6 8 10 12 so on, it will be changed. Okay, not only even, we can also specify odd. See, the odd numbered lists are getting changed to orange red. Fine, right? So this is how and this is what the uses of pseudo classes. So go back to apple.html. Here you can see the p in the article, right? So this p is the first child, this p is the second child, isn't it? So um, you know article space p, article space p, um, first child again. Okay, first child, background color to cyan, cyan, so green, suppose green yellow, it would be better. So save this and reload this. You can see the background color is getting changed. Since the this please note that it is not reflected, so this is the first child. So instead, if you give the second child, then this background will change. See, I mean nth child 2. Okay, so let us get rid of this. Here nth child 2. So what happens now? Can see this will happen. So what's there first? This is for the first first child. This thing will happen. So please pay concentration here. So instead of p, if I have used h1 h1 something self study. Okay, if I save this, if I reload this, so there is a self study. Since I have given h1 background, so this will come here. So to be more specific, just give h3. Okay, save this and reload this. So this is the h3. Okay, self study. But if you see here, I have not changed the p first child background color, but here the background color is not present. Do you know why this is happening? Because go to HTML, the first child is h3. Okay, so since the first child is h3, here you have specified that the first child is p. Here the first child is not p, the first child is h3 inside the article. So that is why we are not getting. So if you give h3 here, it will work. Now see. So this is the basic understanding for you to understand. Okay, so this is how the pseudo classes will work. If you do not understand the last thing, please play back the video again so that you will get much better. Okay, fine. You can reload this and now everything looks fine. So now you need to know, since you got to know the style pseudo classes, you need to know how to style the hyperlinks. So we have many hyperlinks in here. Okay, this is a hyperlink, this is a hyperlink, this is a hyperlink. In down we have two other hyperlinks. So how to style these hyperlinks? All these hyperlinks are present inside a, isn't it? A anchor tag. Here also at last you can see anchor tags. Where are they? Here. So these are two other anchor tags. So as you know, whatever you change, you make the changes inside style.css for a, the same will be reflected over here. We can do that. So come here, a, the color should be something, suppose red. Okay, now just save this and reload this. All the hyperlinks are getting into red color. Fine. But the thing is, this will work like this, but you should not um, make changes in this way. Okay, there is some other way you need to learn in order to make the changes for the hyperlinks, because you know giving the a will not just affect only the links. Okay, so if you give a anchor tag, so I'll give this at starting. So where is that? Yeah, here I will not give any hyperlink. I'll just specify self study. So there is no link present for this. Okay, you can save this and you can reload this. You can see that this is not a link. So if you hover over this, the link symbol will not be present. So here you can see the hand link, but here you cannot see hand symbol. Here you cannot see the hand symbol because this is not a link. But still this is getting into red because we have specified that all the A's should have this property. So this self study is also getting this property. So this is not the correct way to style the links. There is some other way. So what's that? How do you do that? Okay, so you can specify instead of a, you need to specify a colon link. Fine, a colon link color red. You know, a link color should be something. Um, so here RGB. Save this and reload this. Here there is another property called text decoration, and if you want to remove the text, okay, the text decoration, like if you want to remove this underline for the link, you can use the text decoration to none. Okay, so here you can see the text decoration to none. Okay, and now you can save this and you can reload this, and you can see that there is no underline for these links. Still it's a link. It's still a link. If you press on this, it will open the Apple website. So it's still a link, but there is no underline for this. So this is how you need to decorate. Okay, so this is how you need to decorate. And next, this is for the link. You will have another thing for visited. Okay, so visited. So this visited should have a color. So the color should be same as it is for the link. Okay, now save this and reload this. Now you can see that the colors for the links is getting changed. So basically, whenever you write a color for visited, okay, so those colors will get changed. So basically, the links and the visited color should be the same whenever you specify in the real life scenario. Okay, and the next thing would be hover. Okay, so link hover, a hover. So for this hover thing, if you give some color, 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 let the color be orange red again. Okay, orange red. Okay, and let the font weight be also bold. Font weight, bold, and hover. Okay, first let us see, and there is some other interesting thing which I'll just explain you. So reload this, and if you place your cursor on the link, then the color will change to orange and the font weight will be bold. You now can check. I'll place this here and you can see that the color is getting changed and the font weight is also getting changed. You can notice it here. See, so this is also an important thing to understand. Okay, so you can see this for all the links here. So okay, so this is what the hover will do, and inside hover you can have text decorations. Okay, so text decorations, what's this mean? Text decoration is something very, you know um, very interesting. Okay, if you provide here underline space, you can give wavy, suppose, or dotted. Okay, anything, and you can specify a particular color now. Okay, so you can specify this orange here itself. Okay, instead of specifying it at the start, you can specify it at now. So you can remove this, so you can save this, you can reload this, and now you can see if I um you know if I place the cursor over any link, here you can see, okay, this color and this color are quite different. Wait, yeah, this color and this color is quite different. Sorry, I'm being confused. So if I place this cursor over support, okay, you can see that underline. Okay, text decoration is underline, so we are getting underline. The next thing is uh, how this underline should be. This underline should be dotted. Here you can see the dotted, and the color of the underline is orange. Now instead of dotted, we can keep wavy. Now you can see the change. So the text decoration is underline, wavy, and orange. So if I keep anything, you can see here. First let me reload this. You can see here the text, I mean the text decoration is underline and it's wavy. You can see the wavy, and the color of the underline is orange. So to be less awkward, remove this underline thing. Just save this and reload this. Now you can see the underline and the color for the underline. So this is what a anchor hover will do. And the next thing is active. Okay, a active. So what active will basically do? So first I'll write this active. I'll give the information of the active. Okay, so the background color I'll give background color, make it a black. Okay, black, and let the font style, okay, font style be font style italic. Fine, let me save this and reload this. So what happens with active, whenever I press any link, the background color for that link will be black and the font style will be italic. So here you can see whenever I press, okay, I have pressed this, it's the background is black and the font is italic. If I press this, you can see. If I press, you can see the change. If I press, you can see the change. If I press, yes, this is what happening right now. Okay, So whenever you want to make any changes for the link, you have to keep all these in mind. You have to write all these. In order to style a link, you have to write link, visited, hover, and also active. Okay, so keep this in mind. You have to remember all these keywords in order to make a um, style for you know the links in the real life scenario. So make sure you practice more so that you will be remembered all these things. And this is also an important thing to learn, how to style a link. Okay, so making change. So in this you have learned how to change the color for the link, you know how to remove the underlines, how to place the underlines, and how to make the link look different while hovering over that. While hovering, how to get a wavy I mean underline and a normal underline, dotted underline, and how to change the underline color. How to change the style again when we press. So you have learned a lot of things in this lecture. So I hope this lecture is pretty clear, and this is also an important thing to learn, because um, in real time projects, this um, styling for hyperlinks is pretty much important, and a small changes will make the web page so beautiful. Okay, a small changes will make it beautiful. So you need to keep all the concepts in mind. You need to remember all the keywords. So the only way to remember, keep practicing. So that's it, guys, for this lecture. Let's meet up in the next